I'd be like, you're absolutely joking. I mean, when I was that age, I couldn't even tell you much about Nebraska volleyball. I knew that it was a powerhouse of a school. They won all the time, but I didn't know about their culture. I didn't know about their legacy. I didn't know about how much the fans cared, and let alone like I would be chosen a part of this team and that Coach Cook would want me to play for him one day. I mean, 10-year-old me was probably Minecrafting, if I'm being honest. I was probably at home, I don't know, just playing video games. And so the fact that this is going to be a reality in a matter of 48 hours is insane. Or 24 hours? 24 hours? Close to? Yeah. Close. Very close.
What would you tell your 10-year-old?
My 10, like if I had a 10-year, or what do you mean?
Years from now, what would you tell your 10-year-old?
Oh my goodness. My 10-year-old girls, just never stop dreaming. I mean, you really can do whatever you put your mind to. Just know that it's going to be hard. I mean, nowadays the competition's getting harder and harder. The levels of volleyball are going up. I mean, I've seen 14-year-olds balling like 18-year-olds, 17, 18-year-olds. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to have to learn to commit to at an earlier age, a lot earlier than I had to. So, I mean, maybe put down the computer or put down the phone earlier than you wanted to, but just know that getting those reps and saying no to certain things will open you up to who knows what, like a volleyball day in Nebraska.
Did you go to many or any football games as a kid here?
No, but I always wanted to. I got to go to tailgates. So my stepdad, Bill, was a football player here at the university, and he had a tailgate spot just across or by over the championship center over here. And I remember constantly hearing, like when Nebraska would score a touchdown, and I was always curious. I never got to be inside the stadium until about 2 years ago with my mom. It was just me and her. We scored some tickets from, I think it was a coworker, and I thought it was really sick. We actually got to come when it was the 9/11 tribute, and I was in tears. I was absolutely sweaty, but in tears. I mean, my family, we are very much military-oriented. My dad served, and he's a state trooper now, but yeah, getting to be a part of that and specifically that day was incredible.
Bekka, I'm sure you and your teammates have a ton of emotions with this. What are they? I'm sure there's some anxiety, some nervousness, some excitement. How do you navigate all of those, and what are you feeling about all this?
Oh my goodness. It's an emotional experience. Like you said, you hit all of them. I mean, anxiety, excitement. I mean, it honestly leaves me speechless because I have the athletes. I'm good friends with a lot of the other athletes, and they'll ask me, so like, are you excited for tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to grasp 94,000 people and playing. I mean, like I said, I went to that game with my mom, and just seeing all those people standing and cheering and getting into it, and the fact that they're going to be doing it for us is crazy. I mean, just to be seen by that many people at one time, all eyes on you. I mean, I don't know, be filling up waters and people are going to be staring. And it's weird to think about. And so, yeah, anxiety is definitely one of them because, you want to look good. I mean, who wants to look bad in front of 94,000 people? But, I mean, the biggest thing is we just don't want to disappoint. UNO is a respectful competitor, and so we want to give them our best shot as well. But the other thing is, like, we don't want to take one moment for granted because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Do you ask the football team for, like, advice on, like, what it's like to play in front of that many people, or do you just experience it without asking about it?
No, but that's a great idea. I can't say I've asked any of them, hey, do you have any pointers? I mean, maybe how to not trip from the transition from the carpet to the grass. But, I mean, no, I got a couple of football friends I could ask, but as of right now, it was just kind of jump in the deep end, feel it out, try not to trip. So, those types of things.
So you want to look good. I mean, are you going to wear any extra stuff and be playing outside and eat?
No, that's the thing. I'll probably just stick to my usual. I mean, my friends are throwing different things at me, like a slick back bun. For all the girls, I know it's kind of trending right now. So it keeps all, like, the little flyaways. As you can tell, my hair's a little, like, frizzy right now. So hopefully maybe have a headband or two on hand. But no, nothing crazy. I'm not usually about the bling, and coach isn't about the bling either. So we'll keep it simple like we always do.
You were up here 6 months ago when they announced this too. I mean, when during the past 6 months did it set in, like, this is going to happen, I'm going to be out there, this is real? I
don't know. It's almost like I blacked it all out. anytime coach, he was giving us pep talks about this. Like, this is a really big deal. And it's almost like, it's like, you guys really need to understand, you need to be grateful for this, because we've had all types of athletes come through. I mean, like, why didn't this happen when Jordan Larson was here? Why didn't this happen, Sarah Pavin? All of these amazing legends, and it's us. Like, we got chosen to have this, and he pushes it on us every day, like, attitude of gratitude. Like, we don't know when this is going to happen again, if ever. So yeah, that's just been like the biggest thing, is just staying grounded.
After the match, I'm sure you'll probably be emotionally drained. So would you want to just get out of here as soon as you can, or are you going to go soak in the concert and just enjoy the night?
Oh, we're going to soak it in, man. Are you kidding? I mean, we got a country concert. I've been thinking about bringing my boots. So, you know, little country appreciation. But no, it'll be a good time. They said that they'll let us sit on the court, so we'll have like front row seats basically. And it's just going to be a huge celebration. That's really the whole goal of this. So, yes, we will definitely be at the concert.
With an outdoor match, Bekka, what are you most concerned about? Sunlight, wind,
Oh, you name them. All the uncontrollables. You know, coach has thrown at us that we could wear sunglasses. A couple of us have matching ones, like from beach season. So we might whip out the Pit Vipers, so that could be fun. But, I mean, as of right now, we're talking about bringing extra gear. If we have time to go change, extra spandex socks, you know, just the essentials. Everyone's pretty much on standby to wipe down the floor. Not one person is going to be too good for it. You know, we got to help each other out. Even UNO, honest, like if it's wet, we will wait. The biggest thing is just keeping each other safe, just so we can have a good time. But yeah, as of right now, we're just going to press on whatever's thrown at us. You know, coach always says the great ones adjust. So, yeah.
Played beach, and beach is the heavier ball, right? What is the difference between the indoor ball and a beach ball, and how do you think the wind will impact that?
Well, we're going to find out tonight. We got practice from 6 to 8, and that's pretty much what's going to be his experiment. I'm grateful that he's giving us a chance to practice the day before, just so we can feel it out. I was talking to Lexi this morning at weights, and I was like, I'm going into tonight's practice as a beach practice. So have zero expectations and just have try really hard and have tons of fun, because that's pretty much the expectation with beach, because majority of us, if not all of us, are indoor players. So yeah, as for the difference in the ball, I honestly imagine we're going to have to hit it harder. So one thing we talk about in beach is you will have wind coming in another direction as well as the sun. So when it comes to the sun, you gotta try your hardest, because there's not really much you can do to block out the sun other than squint. So as for the actual ball, we talk about with the wind is actually trying to hit it into the wind. So there might be a couple of beach lingo tactics thrown into the match tomorrow night.
Becka, besides just actually playing a match in Memorial, things like the tunnel walk, being in the football locker room, we talked about that a couple weeks ago even. How excited are you to do some of those traditions?
I'm pumped. I kind of wish I had a couple of pads on and we could just like run into each other and like feel like a bunch of dogs, but no. It'll be sick. I was walking to class I was walking to go see the trainer the other day, and they had those red lights that the boys get to sit around and wait till they open the big doors. And it just really had me thinking. I'm like, man, what a production. You know, it just kind of goes to show that like football, volleyball, it's a really big deal here. And so it's cool that we get a taste of it.
I have to ask you, when you're talking about just the environment and getting to play in front of this, how do you prepare to play in front of many people, but also knowing communication is going to be so key?
Yes.
Like, there's a chance you might not even be able to hear each other at times because of the crowd. So how are you preparing for it, knowing that you won't get to experience it until you experience it?
Well, one thing that I'm super grateful for is almost all of us have played. I think actually all of us have played on an international stage. And we have been in semifinals, championships, where we've got people yelling in languages we've never heard or we just cannot comprehend. So we're used to those kinds of environments where we can only really hear the girl standing right next to us. And the biggest thing is staying calm. And your communication has got to be direct. It can't be this yelling, frantic, hey, like you have this, you have... No, it's got to be, hey, you have short, I have this. And it's got to be the very deliberate, calm communication, just because it's almost like it gets so loud, it just becomes like just this blurring noise. And it's just like you and the girls on the court. And so, like I said, falling back onto our international experience, I think that's going to help us out a lot.
This event isn't just a celebration of you guys. So many former players
Right.
are coming back. What does that mean to you or the program, just to see the people who built it before you?
Like I said, just grateful. I mean, I think to myself often, like with it coming up, like, why us? You know, like, why do I get to be a part of this? Just because, like, they've accomplished so many great things. I feel like they even did more than I did at my age, and it's like, all the cards fell into my favor for me to be able to be a part of this day, and the fact that they're all coming to not only just celebrate us, but obviously themselves, because they are the reason that this program is such a big deal. Like, they went and they paved the way, and our goal is just not only fill their shoes, but to add more hardware onto our shelves. And so it's just, it's about a legacy. Like, this program isn't a joke. Like, we live it. It's a sisterhood, and once a part of this program, you're always a part of this program. Like, you wear this N with pride, and I'm just really grateful. I mean, it's super cool. It's like a bunch of legends in the house, all for one night, and I think it's really sick.
Becca, you've been looking forward to this for a long time. What was it like to see the court in Memorial Stadium for the first time?
You can't help but smile and laugh. It's just, you get all giddy. It's like a kid on Christmas. It's really hard to put into words, because I feel like anything I say won't do it justice. It's such a gift. I mean, beyond blessed. I don't know how else to put it. It's just super cool.
You've been out on the court. What were your impressions of how the setup out there?
It just got real. It's like the weight of everything is starting to set in. Me and Allie B, we caught each other walking through the tunnel, and she started to freak out, and then I looked down, and then I started to freak out, and she's like, "You want to go on it?" I was like, "Sure." So we made a couple TikToks and had some fun. We did like one video where we like ran and dove into the camera, and honest, like that video, it shortly captures just kind of how we were feeling. We were just having a good time. We're like, this is a great opportunity, and yeah, so I did get to go on it, and it was super cool. And the guys that were help setting it up, they were cracking jokes at us, and it was super fun. And again, just super grateful.
Beyond just Husker athletics and Nebraska volleyball, what does it say about women's athletics in general?
We got a bunch of hustlers out in the state. I mean, we got girls that carry their own. Look at the soccer program, the softball program. Like, it's no joke out here. You come out here and you grind. And that's one thing I love about the culture here is I can say, like, going to high school, just, as a female athlete in high school, if you weren't, like in, say, in basketball, if I wasn't dunking the ball, then I wasn't doing anything. I mean, the women's game is typically played below the rim, so you always felt like you had to do something more. But here it's appreciated. You show up, you work your butt off, you play your heart out in the game, and you got fans that have your back. And, it's all about playing the game that we love, regardless of where it's played at or what it is. I mean, I don't know. It's just something special about this state and how they appreciate women's sports. Like, they treat us like any other athlete, and that's really all women's athletes ask for is, like, not like, oh, I'm a woman athlete. No, I'm an athlete. And, like, that's how they see us, is like we work our butt off and we get appreciated for it.